guys will love me. Meanwhile, I'm the cocksucker. He's all turning around, pushing him aside. When you need a fucking man, I don't want to be loved no more, Jackie.
Did you hear what they did to me?
I don't want to be fucking loved no more. I don't want to be loved no more.
Did you hear what they did to me?
Don't fucking love me. That's your bills. You get 90,000. If you have to take that shit, I don't have to take that shit.
So tell me how everything's going. Are you and Howard all patched up now?
I don't know. I guess so. I don't know. We were never dispatched. It's just a question of, sometimes these things got to happen.
Yeah.
Because when things like this happen, maybe he'll wake up and understand you got to draw the line. You know, you can do it once to a person, break his patooza. But the second time, people ain't going to take it. They're going to say, cut it out. There's a man, he's got a great radio show, and, you got to learn to draw the line. And if you don't draw the line, that's the same with Robin Quivers. If someone buried her with bullshit, you would turn around and say, hey, cut it out already. So,
right.
You got to cut it out. He still thinks it was great radio. But look where his brain's at.
Well, hey,
I could have had a nervous breakdown. I could have had a heart attack, and he's out there going, "What radio?"
But in thinking about it, you could have came in with the opposite approach and attacked the three guys that not so been upset with Howard, but attacked the three guys that were saying stuff about
because the three guys, if you saw the show, and I played the show 20 times, the one guy turned around and said, "Can I say hello to my brother in California?"
Sure, right.
Wait a minute. The other guy said, "Can I talk about my brother's electrical business?" So what they were doing was to lie to get on the Stern Show. You just saw what happened today.
Why did you say that to them? Why did you say that to the guys?
No. He's the boss of this building. He's the one that can allow in and out. We don't need three people like that to turn around and say to Pat Cooper, "Let's get a show out of Pat and get three guys." I'll give him a show with nobody in that room, and he knows it.
Sure.
I'll do 4 hours of him. So why knock my talent when you say, hey, don't do this to Pat?
But maybe
let him read the news. Maybe what?
Maybe
so you're his lawyer too.
I'm just throwing a hypothetical.
I know. You're playing the devil's advocate.
Right. Okay. Maybe he wanted you to bury those three guys. Maybe that's what
Howard don't want to bury nobody. Howard wants good radio at anybody's expense. That's why Howard Stern is Howard Stern today.
Where is Pat Cooper? Pat Cooper and I had a falling out. I'm still not even sure why.
Yeah, he knows why. The man knows why. The man knows exactly. All of a sudden, the man becomes stupid. You notice when I'm in his life, he becomes stupid. Everybody else, he's sharp as a tack. Everybody else, he's sharp. But all of a sudden, he's stupid. He's stupid.
What?
All of a sudden in my life, you become stupid. You don't know why anybody's angry at you.
No, come on. Don't be ridiculous. Sit down. Are you wearing a
Don't look at me. Sit down.
I'm your horse.
Are you wearing a jumpsuit?
Do you mind what I wear?
Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
Wow. He's like a paratrooper. Wait, I can't hear you. Put the microphone near Pat.
Yeah, did he jump out of a plane?
You can't hear me. What?
He jumped out of a plane to get here.
Oh, boy.
You never lost your laugh.
Pat, what? I'm being serious.
I want to know what is you. You know everything.
First of all, shake my hand. Hello. Shake my hand. Thank you. All right. Can't shake.
He didn't look at you. He didn't
look at me.
away. He looked away.
I didn't look away. I just can't believe what
I got to tell you what. I got to tell you something.
Yeah.
Steve Rossi laughs at that outfit. I've never seen an outfit like that. What is this? Is this a new approach to dressing?
No,
You've never worn an outfit like this.
Yeah. You've been in a coma for years about dress. You are not a stylist.
Right.
You're not a Calvin Klein.
But I'm
I happen
grunge.
to turn around and try to put something like a Michael Gutzkin breed. When you got a pair of jumpsuits there, all the egos are on your physique.
Your wife bought that for you. You did not buy that. No, there's nothing wrong with it.
I got 6 of them. I got 5 more. If I come on 5 more times, you'll see the other 5.
Really?
What do you want me to do?
Wait a minute. When you go to the bathroom,
Pat, where did you get that outfit?
How do you go to the bathroom with that? Seriously?
Very simple. I got a zipper in the front that goes a lower one and an upper one. And if I got to go baboots, I turn around and just drop my pants.
No, if you have to make a dump, a number 2. Okay, fine. A number 2, fine.
I take it off. You want me to do it?
No. Do it in the lobby.
Brother.
All right, now here's what happened. Let me just say something. Look, I know you were really mad at me.
Oh, really? When did you find that out?
I know you were really mad at me. You were very mad. Pat is out there screaming and yelling in the hall, and nobody thinks it's a put on.
We're having a discussion with Pat on the air 2 weeks ago about the reports we were getting that he was bad-mouthing you in public.
No, I didn't believe the reports.
Don't be a part-time friend. No. You be 100% friend to me.
Now,
because I'd have put myself,
I'd
have threw myself, hold on a minute. I'd have thrown myself on a bomb for you. No, you're out of line.
No, you're out of line.
No, you're out of line because you turn around, don't call me for 3 months, then you get 3 skivoses who call up and say, Pat Cooper bad.
Now, there's where you're wrong.
No,
I didn't call you for 3 months because you were the only guest who has That's an open invitation.
You had a hook. You had a hook. Don't give me that. You're looking for a hook to get me riled up. You got me riled up. I've been riled up since that time you told me.
Listen,
Who
I'm
are you
talking
to
now.
tell me I can't defend my dignity?
I can't
Who are
believe
you
this.
to tell me I can't
believe
defend
this.
myself?
I can't believe what I'm
I am
hearing.
B-Crowd, baby. No more now. I'm A-Crowd.
Who said
you
you're not?
You gotta call me.
Well,
I'm a
there's no-
contributor.
No.
I'm a contributor. I'm a dog if I defend my dignity. I'm a dog if I defend my life.
Robin, what is he talking? Is he making
Hey,
sense?
don't bring
Sit
your lawyer
down
in
and let's say Robin.
Don't bring your lawyer
You're
in
talking
here.
to Robin, aren't you? You're looking at her. Where are you going?
No, Pat.
Where are you going?
Oh,
Hey,
dear.
Pat, Pat.
Don't leave. Don't leave. No, don't leave.
Livid is more private. I'll tell you how mad I was. I was going to kill myself because I didn't want to be in the same world with you.
In fact, I'm going to tell you something. I'll tell you how
You
mad.
hear what I just said
Yes,
to you?
I heard you. It was
I want
funny.
you to understand, devour
Right.
my words because that's hate.
Right.
And that's anger when I want to kill myself. I didn't want to kill you. I wanted you to live so you can be in this rotten
I'm
world.
going to say something. For the first time in
Right,
my life,
yeah,
I
right,
took
right.
the high road with
He
somebody.
did. Absolutely, Pat. I have to
I got
say.
reports. I did. I know that even after the fight,
Yeah.
you had said a couple of cruel things, even off the air
Where?
about me. No, at the Friars. Come on.
Where?
Oh, please.
Uh-oh.
Wait,
Wait.
Wait a minute. No. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
No, people came back.
I never said nothing. I don't go to the fry. What happens at the
Really?
Friars?
All
Are
right.
you out of your bird?
Jackie, didn't you hear something
What is
about
Jackie here?
this?
Jackie's,
No, I'm not
Jackie's
the only one who
selling
heard about
shirts.
this.
Jackie's selling shoes. He's selling shirts.
I know.
Jackie sold me in a corner.
No, but wait.
Jackie's a salesman. He's not a comic no
I
more.
took the high
He doesn't
road.
write no more. Will you do me a favor? You're listening to him over me.
Even on this show. Okay, forget about that. Forget about that.
I
Forget
don't
about
understand.
that.
You heard me
Pat,
badmouth
Pat,
him.
even
Wait a
on
minute.
our show, even when you were here that day, you said some terrible
That
things
day
about me.
of-
Yeah,
no,
you
I
said
didn't
some
say
bad
that.
things about me.
No, I said the truth about you.
Okay.
There's a difference.
You still feel that
There's
way.
a difference.
You feel. What do you feel about me?
Very simple.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Go ahead.
See, one day you in love with everybody.
Right.
Next day you ain't in love. When the ratings go low, you turn around and your horns come out. You see?
What?
Because that's the way you are. You're a publicity
What are you
man.
talking
You're a
about? My
great
ratings
marketer.
haven't gone
You-
low.
No, you're missing my point. If they get a little shaky, you turn
No,
around.
they haven't gone shaky.
They got shaky in certain areas. You tell you're not the
In
biggest
certain
in the world.
areas?
Well,
What
do you
area
wanna
are they
do?
let-
You're looking at her
shaky?
for? Look at me. She
Well,
wants-
I'm trying to
she
get.
wants help. When
No,
he looks
you
at
make accusations that my ratings are shaky. Where?
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Yeah.
You trust what I tell you. I
You
know
don't trust
like
what
a
I tell
book.
you, though.
I know you like a book.
Okay.
Will you stop it, Jackie? Stop touching the mic.
When my
I know
ratings
you like
go,
yeah, go ahead.
Why are you so quick to criticize me? Yesterday.
It's not criticism.
Yesterday you broke my
It's
heart.
honesty.
He never
No.
fell
There's
out of love
criticism
with you.
and there's honesty.
no.
I
You don't
will
like
say,
honesty.
Pat,
Now,
I will
the lawyer
say,
just come in. Here comes
yes,
the lawyer.
that's right.
Here comes the
I
lawyer.
will
Yes,
say,
yes.
I have never seen him react with the kind of civility and measured consideration that he did during this entire year that you have been away.
Okay, why did he pick up the phone and say, Pat, what did I do?
Forget that.
Pat, you
hey,
wouldn't come to the phone.
You know what Dominic Barber
wouldn't.
told me?
What?
He said, you want to Dom came to the Trump Plaza to see me work.
Right.
He said, Pat, we all love you. I said, this is love? You all love me?
You know
He
what's
said,
funny?
no, I'm telling you
I
the
still
truth.
don't know. We'll get back to your point. Why am I a bad person? Because
You're not a
did
bad
I say
person.
something bad about
You're
you?
a sharp person.
Yeah.
You see, and you don't know where to draw the line.
Well, what about you? You don't either.
I draw the line only
You do
in
not.
No, I'm an
You
entertainer.
badmouth. I'm not.
What did I badmouth? I badmouth those who badmouth me. I defend
Did I
myself.
badmouth you?
Who, you?
Yeah.
Well, sure, when you brought those three guys in, you're telling me, not once, when you did it twice, now you say,
No.
put up your Google
I
twice.
didn't badmouth you. They badmouthed you.
No, you agreed to it. Why didn't you badmouth
Because it
Sam
was
Kennis?
interesting.
Why didn't you badmouth Sam Kennis's brother when the guy said Sam Kennis's brother said you're a no good? You said,
He's
not
not
him.
you.
He's my friend. Wait a minute, lawyer. You understand?
You're my
He's
friend.
my friend.
You're my friend.
But why didn't you say that and defend me? Say to you guys are.
What do I care what Sam Kinnison's brother says
Hold on
about
a
me?
minute.
Wait a
Hold on.
minute, wait a
Why
minute.
did you care? Why did you care?
Is it
Why
going
did
to
you
make
care?
a great
What is she
show
getting involved? What
to
is she
confront
getting
Bill
involved? What is this woman
Kinnison?
trying to
Of
do?
Or is
course
it gonna
not.
make a great show to
If I had Bill Kinnison on,
Can't talk to
Pat,
him.
if I had Bill Kinnison on, and I said to him, gee, three guys said you said bad things about me, Bill Kinnison would sit there like this. Now you're always looking for an angle. You're looking for stuff to
Twice
talk
you
about.
did it.
So
not
it's
once.
funny.
No, Gumbada, to you it's funny. To me, once is enough.
Come on.
How many times you gonna kick me in
You're
the
a
ham
professional.
hocks? How many times you gonna kick me in the ham hocks?
Pat, do you see what you? We didn't ever take it seriously.
You're the only one who
We
takes it
never
seriously. We didn't take it seriously.
We had no idea you were taking it
I'll
seriously.
tell you how much of a man I am. If you had said all those things about me, I wouldn't even care. I think it's funny.
No,
I say things about people. I can dish it out and I can take it.
Yeah, I can take it to a
No,
point.
you can't.
Oh yes,
You
when
cannot
you do
take
it twice.
it.
then
You
it's
can't
wrong.
take it.
No, you can't stick a
Oh,
fork in my goguchas twice.
You got to be a man.
Sticking
You can't
the
stick a fork in my goguchas
So come in and
twice.
defend
I
yourself.
Stop you.
Oh,
I
come
stop
on.
you.
No, you
Because
didn't.
when I hit the door here that day,
Yeah.
Yes.
you know, I saw it coming. You say you got 3 guys hiding it to you. That's great radio.
Well, you know
For
what
me,
that
it's not great
was.
radio after we did it already. That's the old movie. Let's bring in a new movie.
Well, you can't
But-
set the agenda.
but-
I
wait a
said,
minute.
for me, yes, I do. It's my life. What do
No,
mean I
you can't set the agenda.
You can't intimidate me. That's the difference between me and you. You intimidate Jesus and he come off the cross. You intimidate
Listen to me.
anybody.
No
You
one's
can't
trying to.
intimidate me.
You see, you think
Why
you're
do
at
you
war
think
with
he's
me.
I'm not at war with you. I
you.
happen to like you. What I did for you, we don't hear about those things. What the nice things I said. We only say what's good. Pat said something nice.
But I never
Boring.
said
Let's
anything
get
bad
the-
about you.
You know my temper. You know my feel.
Right.
You said this guy's ready for explode. Let's give him one bang.
I
And
set
let me
your
tell
hot
you
button
something.
off.
No,
but you love that. That's how
love
you
it.
perform.
You think I liked it?
That's what makes you great.
Wait a minute. You think I was proud of what I did that
yes,
day?
Yes, absolutely. It's the best radio
What
I'd
did
ever
I say-
had.
What did I say to you yesterday?
I heard what you said. I don't believe it.
No, but no, because you know why? I tell you the truth. I wasn't proud of myself. What I should have done, not thinking because I'm bots in the brains.
Right.
What I should have done was say, let me calm down. Let me discuss it with this
course.
guy. No, but you see, that's
Oh, you
boring.
overreact.
You don't want no.
So you were great.
Everybody, you know the funny thing.
I like when
Everybody
you
on the street-
overreact.
Everybody on the street. You know what they said to me?
What'd they say?
Patty, Howard loves you. Of
course.
Love you. Wait a minute. I didn't get one. I was once somebody said, how can you do this? Not one person. They said, he cannot intimidate you. I said, nobody intimidated me. My mother
You were
couldn't
having all these
intimidate me.
conversations on the street?
No, they stop me even today. They go, you're going to do Howard? God
Right.
bless you. Welcome home.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Welcome home. Where am I going? To my home?
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Listen. First of all, you saw what happened. You went on Imus, you didn't sell a ticket. You don't sell tickets on that show.
I didn't go there to
No.
advertise.
That show does you no good. You went back.
He can't stand the truth.
No, you
He
went
can't
on there.
stand the truth.
You went on there,
I'll
and
go on
nothing
Imus
happened.
tomorrow.
Go
What's the
ahead.
problem?
Go on.
I go on Charles
I don't care.
Grodin.
Go
I
on all of the
Leno.
shows.
I go on Letterman. This is my living. What is your
All I
problem?
know is I have no problem
you
with it.
support my
I
family?
never once told
Look
you
at
not
this
to
guy.
go
You
on
believe
those
this guy?
shows.
You believe this guy?
Didn't sell tickets on
No,
that
you
show,
know what he
though.
does? Who?
Don't
I
sell
sell
tickets.
I sell
You
tickets.
sell tickets on your own, but you didn't. You didn't.
What is your problem?
You go on that show.
If I sell
You go
tickets?
on that show. It's obscurity.
Well, really?
Yes.
Let me tell you something, my friend.
Obscurity.
I will tell you
The guy
this.
wishes he was me. He lives
He
to
said
be
it.
me.
He said it.
You're damn right. He said it.
So what are you going to do?
That's right. I'll rub his nose in it.
You can't rub
I'll take
nobody's
that.
nose.
I'll kick his ass. That
Work
drunk.
on scar tissue.
That drunken nothing.
Ah, drunken
That
nothing.
alcoholic.
All right, hell, die.
Well, you
Cocaine.
yell about Sam Kinison, he can yell about Imus.
Yeah.
I don't care.
No, he's allowed to
You know,
yell about
you can
everyone.
yell
I
about
can't have
Sam
enemies.
Kinison,
Only
he
you.
can yell about
You don't have an
Imus's
enemy.
drinking
I
and
have
drugging
enemies.
No, you
problems.
don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you know
And
what
you
you
have
have?
enemies too.
I have.
But you're the only one allowed to have enemies.
No, my enemies.
Your enemies were my enemies.
No.
Oh, yes.
No.
We never
I have my own
Lola Falana
enemies.
on
You
this
keep
show.
I
my
wouldn't have
enemies.
Lola Falana on here if she stood on her head. She's my enemy.
But you know why?
Why?
If Lola Falana was hot as a pistol, you'd have Hitler on here in the Jewish neighborhood.
That's right. Listen to me.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly
You
what
know
you're
exactly what I'm talking
Yes.
about.
You're wrong and I'm right. That's what you're talking
And I'm going to tell you something.
You're amazing. You're
Your
amazing
beef
that
with
way.
me, I'll never understand. I'll never get it.
Okay.
If I try to present you with an interesting scenario,
You have no scenario.
I do
You don't
too.
even know what the word means. You
If-
think
if-
you have all. You think you can walk through glass. You can't walk through glass. You understand me?
you
are
yell
a
about
human
everything.
being.
No, excuse me. You yell about everything.
I'm not yelling. That's why
So
I talk.
I have you on. No,
Everybody
no.
thinks I yell.
No, but here's my point. You yell at
walks through glass.
I pray this way. I go
I
to
don't-
church. I pray
no,
this
listen to
way.
me, Pat,
I say,
I yell-
dear God, help
Pat,
me. The whole
Pat.
church knows it.
Pat, you yell about everything, right? You're angry about a lot of
But
stuff.
no, you're missing. See, you don't
No,
even
listen,
get it. The
so-
man don't get it.
No, when
The
I
man
had you
don't
on,
get it.
I get it.
What is there to get?
The man don't get it.
No, I
The
get
man
it.
don't get it.
I get it.
What
Pat,
don't you get? I
Pat,
don't even
listen
know
to me.
what we're trying to
I'll
get.
tell you know, he doesn't listen to me. Pat, you get angry about everything. That's sort of your shtick.
It's not my shtick,
No,
it's
you're
me.
angry.
I'm
You're
not
angry.
cool.
So when I had you on and you got angry about the three guys,
Yes, okay.
I said, hey, Pat's into it.
Yeah.
And at some level. You were mad on it on some level, and also, hey, we're going with it.
Right.
It's mixing it up. We're having some good energy going. Boom. All right. So I said, hey, this was good. Let's do it another time. Then Pat's yelling about it. I go, Pat's digging this on some level. Now, this is me trying to read you as a performer. Going, yeah, he's mad, but he's not really
But he's
all that
using
mad.
it.
He's using it to go with it, and he's making something
You
out of
thought
it.
it was an acting technique.
I don't
Yeah.
come here as a performer. I want you to understand that. I'm not performing.
Well, I don't know what you come
here
here
as.
as.
me.
Yeah. But that's
why
what I
you
was
like
tapping
me.
into.
No, but did you see?
I thought you'd go down any road.
Nah, but you blew the point. You didn't see me when I hit the door here.
I saw you when
I
you
saw
hit
Gary
it.
Delabate. I saw John.
Well, I was on the air.
Wait a minute, but I'm bringing a point out. Well, you saw it on the tape. Hey, nothing gets past your eyeballs. Don't
Yeah,
tell me
right,
that.
right, go
You'll
ahead.
see everything.
That's right.
So don't calm me.
That's right.
So when I hit the door and I knew this was going to happen,
Yeah.
I said, and I'm warning in front I said, hopefully before I get into that studio, Gary will say, listen.
Well, you said a lot of cruel things about me, man. I wasn't going to go run out there and kiss
Name me one.
ass.
No, he didn't say
come
we
on.
had reports of.
And I'll tell you why. Name me one. I'm here.
You said that I would. You said that I would have Hitler on this show if he had
I just said
already.
it just 5 seconds ago.
And that's an insult. I would never have Hitler
No, but
on
I'm
this
bringing a
show.
point.
There are people I haven't had on this show because of the acts that they've done that I don't approve of.
But I see you can have other people on that have bad acts they can do. You can
Depends.
have them on.
I have a line.
Okay.
That's right. There are some people I won't have on.
Okay.
Pauly
Is it
Shore.
true? I won't have Pauly Shore on.
It's a joke.
He could kiss my ass in Macy's window. I won't have him on.
All right, that's fine. That's your
That's my
problem. That's your
opinion.
business.
I'm not
Then-
saying he's
but
no
I'm
good.
sure-
It's my opinion.
Okay.
I'm
all right.
entitled.
All right, shit.
If you had your show, you would have certain people. There are certain people you won't perform with when you do your shows in
Probably.
Vegas.
Probably.
That's right.
Probably.
There's certain
You
people
have
you
come
won't.
Come on
credit
and
there.
complain about people right on this program.
That's right.
You don't like the way they handle their business.
Yeah, but that gives me a right. That gives me a right to discuss other people. Fine.
Right.
I don't turn around and badmouth. I hate you. I got you. I hate. This guy got me crazy.
But he
Because
never said he hated you.
I didn't say.
But you
I
took
didn't
it
say
personal against me.
Well,
You said that I was evil.
Howard, I said you what?
You said I was a bad person.
Well, at
You
that
don't know
moment,
where to
at
draw
that
the
moment,
line.
At
You
that
never
moment, I
did
didn't like you
anything.
at all. Of
No,
course not.
You said bad stuff about me.
And when
Bad
was-
stuff. What's
did.
bad
You
stuff?
did. You
What
attacked
bad
me
stuff?
personally.
I said Hitler. Give me the
No, you said
Hitler.
other things. I don't have a good memory, but you said other
You
Oh,
things.
I
got
can
a good
remind
memory.
you.
What did he
Don't
say?
tell me I
Tell me
said.
what he said.
Get the tape out.
There were you said you started screaming that he's an A person. He wants to protect himself. He's trying to disrespect you.
I wasn't
by,
trying to do that.
treating
I would never
you
do that.
poorly. He made
Woman
all
should
of
stop
these
riding
comments.
horses off the
All of
beat.
these comments about
Woman, you
your
understand?
needing to be first on Leno and Letterman.
Yeah, I mean, what was that all
You know,
about?
so like he was better.
what was
than
that
you.
about?
You understand what
And
I'm
then
trying
he
to tell you?
started screaming about you,
You
Paul
understand what I'm trying
Sam
to say?
Kinison.
I know. I mean, he started saying these
Your
things.
idol.
That's a good point.
Drunk and
The
a
Leno
drug
thing.
Did I-
addict.
was I
So
mad
what
at
if I
you?
want to go on first on Leno? Why do you care?
No, that's it.
Why is that a negative?
Within my anger, I'm saying something to you. It's within my anger
Yeah.
at that moment.
All right, can I say something?
Say
Can I say
whatever
something
you
here?
want.
Let me
Yeah.
say something to
Go
you.
ahead.
Listen, I don't care what anybody else does in show business.
Yeah.
One thing about me,
Right.
I've created my own path.
Me too.
Okay.
Okay.
No one's taking that away from
All
you.
right.
It's maybe why that's why I like you. People used to, you take a station like me where I appeal to 18-year-olds, 25-year-olds, they say, hey, have Pat Cooper on, right? I don't care if 18 to 25-year-olds know Pat Cooper. I'm going to take Pat Cooper, put him on, let him perform, and they will love him because he's a talent. Mm-hmm. I don't go by showbiz convention. I don't have to hear you on Imus to know that you're a good radio guest. I don't have to hear you on a bunch of other guys because you know what? They're not innovators. They don't know to have Pat Cooper on. They say, oh, Pat Cooper, old comedian. Oh, no, we want the young guys. We want this, that, the other thing. I don't need that. I stick up for those I think have true talent, and I put my balls on the line. Yeah, I'm on top of the ratings, and that's why. Because I take people who I think would make good guests. I don't care if they're hot on the cold list or the in-between list. I put them on my show because I believe in them. And I don't sit and wait around for somebody to tell me when somebody's good. Just because a guy's not 20 years old don't mean he's not a great comic.
Well, I've always said that, but that's besides
That's
the
right.
point. I didn't
Now
ask
these
you to defend my
Johnny-come-latelys, they're going to, I want Pat Cooper now. Yeah, so they can give me the shiv.
Why are they giving you the shift?
Why? The whole business wants to give me the shiv.
Listen to me. Now you listen. I heard him.
All right, go ahead. Now you go.
First of all,
Your turn.
Imus never called me.
Right.
We called Imus. So
Good.
don't blame Imus.
No, I don't blame
he's
him.
off the guy.
Yeah,
The
but
reason
he said yes.
Why he said yes.
I did it twice.
Trust you.
6 months.
If
so I'm such a big hit on the Imus show. I'm up
let me
every
tell you
day,
something. Let me tell you something, Pat.
That's all.
He didn't treat you any better.
I want to cry.
Yeah.
I really want to cry that this man's turning around. I really want to cry. I may cry.
I'll tell you one thing. You can go on Imus every day. You can't sell a ticket.
I don't want to sell a ticket.
You can on that
I don't want
show.
to sell a ticket.
No, you
I'm not in
can't
the
sell a
ticket
ticket.
business. I want to sell a T-shirt.
No,
Right?
you want to go on shows where you get exposure.
All right. Let me ask you a question.
All right.
I want to go on shows that get me exposure. So I'm submitted to all the shows that are going to give me exposure.
And when you were on this show, Hollywood was calling you in commercials.
Where Hollywood? Where?
Oh, come on. Don't tell me.
This guy's
Vegas
not
and
calling
everything
me.
else.
Where's Vegas calling me? Where? Where's this guy? You know what you're doing?
You hadn't been on
anything.
Vegas in a long time, and all of a sudden
friend.
Vegas was
Where?
calling.
What are you
Remember?
talking about?
You appeared in Vegas recently.
What are you talking about?
Don't tell me. I know everything in show business.
You don't know nothing.
That's right.
About me. I'm a myth.
Well, you know what? One thing you did say here that was the absolute truth.
Yeah.
You are the genius of you.
That's true. I couldn't argue with that. Now listen, Pat. Pat, look. Pat. Look, yes, you did. But that's a great line. You're the genius of you.
That's the one thing I
Did I say that?
Yes, you did. It was a great line. You are the genius of you.
But I don't. That's so stupid.
That's no. Listen, that's not stupid. I didn't think that was stupid.
I thought that was
I
brilliant.
think I would ask you to, if you're going to keep the tape, throw it out.
Now, let me say something. Pat, let me say something.
The genius of you.
We enjoy having you on the show.
I enjoy being on.
We enjoy having you on the show. Everybody loves when Pat Cooper comes on. It's good for everybody. We love to have you on here. You're always honest. You always get on there. You do a good job.
You speak your feelings.
You speak
That was
your
what was
feelings.
beautiful.
Everybody loves you. I got nothing against you. If there are times I don't call you on the phone, this is what started all this. I don't
phone calling
I don't
thing.
call anybody. This show is here, and I am one of the few people who ever. And you get insulted because I say to you,
Why do
"Come on, whenever you want."
What? No, I didn't get insulted.
That's such an open
I
thing.
would never turn around and do such a thing. Just walk off the street and say, I'm here, Howard.
No, not
I
off the
show-
street.
I
If you
show
called me up,
respect, but I
how come
show
you were willing to
respect.
call Imus and say, "I want to be on"?
didn't call Imus.
You said you did. You just 2 seconds said you called up.
I didn't call him. I'm saying an agent
Your agent called.
He called up and he said, would you like to have us? I was in Las Vegas.
Right, so
He
what's
was-
wrong with
I went
that?
on. Nothing.
So why are you mad at me when we do that?
I'm not mad at you at Imus. What are you getting involved in Imus's life?
You're mad. Now forget Imus. I said to you, call whenever you want to come on.
Yeah, okay.
And you said to me, that's a terrible thing.
When did I say it was a terrible?
That was why you were mad.
I said to you, I don't take advantage
had
of it.
you on
That's
since
what
the
I said.
you don't.
Came
You
in
gave me
here.
a carte blanche.
Yes,
You're-
carte blanche. How much nicer can you be to a human being?
How much nicer can I be that I didn't take advantage of it and walk in and say, hey, Gary, I want to come up
So
tomorrow.
you come-
I wanna
you
up
would
to
call
my
us-
friend."
you would
It's called
call us.
Style, Freddie.
Right.
Style,
Howard.
baby.
Howard,
Yeah.
He's got
remember
guys who
another
roll in
thing.
here
Yeah.
who
He
suck
said he started
who suck
screaming
wind
about
in
how
here.
we hadn't called since the e-cameras
What is she
came
talking?
in.
She-
Yeah, we hadn't called since the
You
e-cameras.
see, it's a timing thing here. I just find out. I listen the last couple of days. It's timing. She jumps in. Whenever he's in trouble, she throws a banger in there.
No, but
I got
it's
no
true.
body. I got no lawyers. I
But
got
Pat,
nobody.
I have no agenda here with you
know.
other than I enjoy having you
All
on.
right. Okay.
All right?
Yeah. All right.
And the reason we never call, we wait for you to call whenever you want to come in.
When
I
did she
want to
get
do
into this?
something. I want to give you my home phone number now.
I don't want the home phone.
516-922. I want you to call me.
That's right.
That's right. No, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Pat. I considered you like family.
I know.
And you want to say, even my father says, he says, like, Pat was always like a second father to you.
Right.
I said, that's true. I really felt that way about the guy. And then my father got down. He says, boy, he was pretty vicious. He says,
Your father said I was vicious.
yeah, he was
That
upset
day
with
you
you.
were vicious.
Did he say,
He said you were vicious, and
Were
he
you
felt.
there, Freddie, when
he
he
said
said it?
he felt that you were.
His father ain't got the.
Remember, his
That's a
father
different
called
story.
in that day.
Not
My
after
father-
Pat was
my
done.
father- you know what my father
the
said?
father knew that Pat Cooper was on the money trying to
No.
say, Howard,
You know what my father
we're
said to
going
me?
into a fire.
You know
Look
what-
out, the guy's trying to save you. And
No.
he can't swim.
You know what my father
Look out.
said? My father said, never talk to Pat again.
Yeah.
Never call
I
him
don't believe
again.
that.
Oh, my father will get on here. He said, that's enough with that guy already.
Yeah.
Enough. You did
And
what you
he
had to
was-
do.
He heard the
You
venom.
were gracious. He tells me.
Bull.
Well, I'm telling you, you're out of line.
Oh.
You're out of
I
line.
don't believe your father has that kind of thing in his
He
his heart.
said, cut him.
Oh, cut him.
Cut him off. Let's see what happens.
Cut him. What's going to happen? I'm going to die?
No, you're not
I
going to
go
die.
on.
You go
When
on.
did your father run my career?
You
Look at
go
this, all
on.
of a sudden I got the father on
He
my
just
ass.
said, you don't need
I
it.
understand that the mother comes in next to 3 kids that come in.
My father
All of a sudden,
said-
I can't walk down the street. They got to leave a bear mommy.
My father
He's
said,
dead.
cut him off.
Cut him off.
Cut him off. I said, no. I'm not cutting him off.
And that's
The
what
door
he
is
said
open.
constantly. I said, cut you off too.
Believe me.
Robin said, cut him off.
Well, Robin says everything cut off. Robin likes everybody to be cut off. What else can she say? Cut him off.
I wouldn't cut you off. You know why?
Why? Go ahead.
I think it was a misunderstanding. You were upset.
I wasn't upset.
I was trying.
livid.
Yes, and I was trying to do some good radio with you. I thought you were in on it. I figured you were up to it.
Not the second time.
The first time.
I was okay.
Second time.
Second time was.
And I knew he was upset because when we
You knew
called.
what you should have heard in the lobby.
Wait a second. When Gary called your wife to give you the FME, she said, "Please, don't call Pat because
Who said that?
your wife, because she said he gets too upset."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I get upset, just when a fly
I know
goes in the
she
room.
didn't want you to get upset. She loves you.
But I'm not ashamed to say what I am.
Right.
But I don't get upset with hate, anger. I get upset when I turn around and say, I'm your friend.
All right,
pal.
you over this?
Don't do that to your friend.
Are you over this?
I was over this 7 months ago.
You were.
I
How
went
come
about my life.
you didn't
The
call?
lawyer has to jump in. The lawyer's got to jump in. Gotta bust my horns.
You opened
I got
7
nobody
months ago,
defending
we're
me.
sitting
She comes
here.
in here. You see? That's it.
All right, are we going to hug? Are we going to forget about this?
Howard.
You going to be able to be all right?
Howard, I was all right when I walked in this door.
Really?
I was very. As soon as I walked in the door, you told me how you don't like my jumpsuit. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I like my jumpsuit. I like the breed.
You love Imus, huh? He's a real innovator.
Hey,
You know what he is? He's a leech.
Hey, how many people you
He's
know?
a leech.
How many people you know in our business that maybe don't belong in our business? He happens to be very nice to me.
He was
I
nice.
like
You know
the
why he's
show.
nice to you?
Yeah, go away.
Because I'm nice to you.
Because you're
he
nice
does
to me.
whatever I do. He's a clone. You know what a clone is?
Hey, that's between
That's what
you
a
and him.
clone is.
You're not going to make me an enemy.
The clone of
This guy,
mine.
for no reason at all.
Yeah.
We would not.
Yeah, I want you.
do
I want
that.
you.
But I got on a
You gotta be
plane. I
able
want
to
the hard
express our
copy.
Just remember-
I got on a plane. I want the hard copy to defend you.
And just
to
remember-
defend you. I didn't
just
hear
remember-
a thank you. I didn't hear your father say, you know, some Howard, he's a decent
come on.
person.
You
He
love
got
being
a
on
plane
hard copy.
at his own expense.
You
to
love
make
being
you-
on hard
I didn't
copy.
want to be on hard copy. They asked me, Pat, would you come over?
Yeah.
I got on a plane. Never asked for a dime.
I never asked you to do that.
I got on a plane.
I never asked you for that. I never asked you to get on a plane to get on a plane.
But I got on a plane. I got on a plane.
You're on fire. You're on fire. How do you, I'm always afraid he's going to get a heart attack. again. I'm always afraid. You have a strong heart, though, right?
I don't know what I got.
You've never had any heart
It
problems.
has never been a problem.
I tell you something. I'm not lying. I left the show that time when I blew my stock.
Yeah.
I went over to Second Avenue. They had a guy. They asked him for my blood pressure. I swear to you.
Really?
He said you have normal blood pressure. Because I got scared. I thought
Right.
my heart was going boom, 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 boom. I said before I get in the subway, if I got to die, not in the subway, I'll die in a nice street corner.
Wow.
You know, so it looks nice. That
One
guy-
thing about Pat, he always takes the subway.
Right.
Right.
Well, I came up here.
You never took a
Nice,
limo.
humble. I'm
Never.
Humble.
Humble.
You never know one day that, you're broke and you say, well, that's where I started. That's where I'm going to finish.
That's right. You wouldn't be embarrassed to be on the subway.
Embarrassed of what?
Right. Absolutely.
I'm not
You shouldn't
embarrassed
be.
what I
You
do.
shouldn't be.
I'm only trying to explain to you. I try to defend. I try to defend myself. That's all.
But nobody was attacking.
I try to defend myself.
All right. You got to admit Imus is a clone.
Oh.
You got to.
Hey, let me tell you something.
You know it.
Hey, the man was
man is.
on the
He was
money
nice
with
to
me.
you. Yeah, he was
The
nice
man
to you because
let
I
me
am.
talk. All right.
He
so
never had John
let's
before.
assume what you say is right.
He never had a
What's
guest
wrong with
How
on.
long has he been in?
He never had
New
a
York,
guest
Pat?
on the whole time I was at
Let me
NBC.
tell
Never
you-
thought to have
let me
somebody
tell
in
you
the
why.
studio with
Let
him.
me tell
Why?
you
Because
why.
he's a big
Because
piece of
Howard
garbage.
hadn't done it.
Because Howard hadn't done it yet.
You want me to tell you why?
Why?
You want me to tell you why?
Why? Why? Why?
Because he made a statement that a lot of comics who want to go on the show and he's had are not funny.
Oh, gee.
And how does he try them out?
Yeah. On my show.
Yes.
All right, so look at this. Look how you're helping people.
And you have to
You're
come
such
on
a
and say you love the guy. That's what killed me. You broke my heart.
Oh,
A
but-
second
And
father, you broke my
let me tell
heart.
you
Your father's heart
Pat.
broke. Your
You broke
mother's
my heart.
Everybody's
Wait a
heart is broken
You
because
broke
I
my
stand
heart.
around because I want to stand up for what
Wait
I
a
got to
minute.
do.
Stand up.
Pat has been
Stand
through
up for
a
your
whole
friends.
year of not doing the show. Howard
it's not a
hasn't
year.
been
Is it a
upset
year?
with you
a year?
once.
Never once I say a bad word.
Not quite a year.
Oh, did I say a bad word about you?
Excuse me, I'm
yeah,
talking
sure.
now.
You, see, you
I'm
look for
talking
controversy.
now.
You keep looking for
I'm
controversy.
talking.
That's why you like me
In
on.
the
You
whole
want me to
time-
blow my gasket. Because when I blow my gasket, it keeps all the flies out, the air gets nice, and you say, wow.
No.
Meanwhile, you keep pumping my shows all the time. Play the Cooper thing. I'm saying, why don't they let it alone? Let me die.
No, I don't want you to
No.
die.
I was
I don't
about to
die.
make a point.
Go
here.
ahead, make a point.
In that whole time, he never got upset about anything he heard. He just tried to understand and said, one of these days it'll all blow over. Until yesterday on the phone when you said, I love Imus.
That killed me.
That got
you
him.
got me. Well, listen, that
I love
told me
Charles
you
Grodin.
love.
Does that bother you?
No.
Okay, he's one of the nice. He's got the best show on TV.
Yeah, oh,
I thought
yeah, the best show on TV.
Maybe he don't like you.
You should have taken that wig of his and ripped it right off
I
his
don't
head.
want to bother with
You
his
should have.
I don't bother with the man's wig. Who cares about the wig?
He's got a great
Look
show.
At me. Do I tell you, to
really
cut your
think?
hair?
I want you to be honest because you're always honest.
Absolutely.
Have you ever lied?
No.
Okay.
No, I've lied. Come on.
No, you don't lie.
I said the N-word too. You want to discuss that?
You said it?
Oh, I said it about 14 minutes ago.
Really?
Absolutely.
You said
Absolutely.
nigger.
He was talking about me.
Yes.
I bet.
What are you talking about?
Robin.
Really? Really? Is that
I'm going to
true?
go now and talk to that nigga who's riding a horse.
Oh, really?
There you
You
go.
said that
Yeah.
because you blew your stack.
Because I blew my sack. I
He's
said it
so
outside.
crazy.
I said it outside, so I don't want to
He's so
offend when I come in here.
Oh my God. Well, at least you're honest.
Well, the names that I heard that he called me in this time that he's been away.
I never.
Quite incredible.
I did it 14 minutes ago. So let me get it off my chest right
You
now.
had to. It was in there. You might as well say it.
There you go.
All right. Well, all right. So you've always been honest. Am I correct?
That's right.
Charles Grodin show
Yes, sir.
is so boring. He can't even get above a 1
I
rating.
disagree with you.
He can't even get above a 1.
I don't care.
You know what that
I
a
don't
1
care if he
is?
gets
A 1 means 0 people
I know what
listening.
you're saying, Howard. You're at the point, see?
Zero.
You're at the point.
Zero.
Everything is points. Let me get the point. That's 655 or 532
Right.
297.
Well, that's what it's
Hey,
about.
Letterman's sick already. He's
Let him
bringing
get on a
he's bringing
regular
in
show.
Ships in here to save his show. He's number 2 for 8 seconds, a split second, 9 families, 8
Yeah.
3 families,
That's what
4 families,
that's
6
the reality.
families, and they're all going crazy. Why don't you let it go? Letterman, you listen to me, David. I've been calling you. Why don't you pick up the phone?
He's nice to you.
I could help help your
Oh,
goddamn
he calls
show.
David.
David, he calls me. He don't.
No, they don't answer. They
You know
don't
why
answer.
David called you? Because he heard your audition on this show.
I didn't say no.
Exactly.
I didn't say no.
I know.
Does
Well,
that
this show
bother
hasn't
that I
been
agree
bad.
with you? It's
No.
1 in a million. I agree with the guy. Now the show becomes boring. It's a boring show from the second on.
No, but the point is,
I've been calling
still
Letterman for a
calling
year.
him.
I've been calling Bob Moore for a
That's
year.
right.
Wait a minute.
Now he hears you on here. He goes,
No,
you know what
no.
Bob Morton says to me? He goes, hey, I hear Pat Cooper on your show. Boy, you really worked him into something. I go, I didn't work him
Yeah,
into
no,
anything.
it's my fault.
That guy's a great guest.
Call
That's
him a
Pat.
year.
Listen
Call
again.
Letterman.
I want you to hear
What
this.
does Letterman get?
No.
He gets a guy who's who's got no hair.
A turban.
He's going to save
Yeah.
the show when the guy can't say dada. I turn around. I'm a genius next to this guy he just hired.
Right.
And they keep me off the show. I did 3 shows for Letterman. All of us Letterman, they don't want, make a CBS. Maybe I'm not,
You know why?
not enough for CBS.
You know why?
Let me hear.
I'll tell you why.
Why? Don't
tell
you have
you
commercials in the show anymore?
No, not when you're on. Not when you're on. We remove all the commercials. None of the sponsors want to be on when you're on. They don't want to interrupt you. Listen to me.
Oh, brother.
The reason Letterman doesn't call, because he don't know what to do with you now. See, he had you on 3 times. That was okay. He don't know what to do with you anymore. He don't want to work. He wants you to figure it out. He don't know what to ask you anymore. He got to wait to hear you on here, hear what I ask you, and when he hears something good, he's going to go and ask you on his show.
What are you yelling? Calm down.
That's what's going to happen. No, that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen.
I defended
That's
him.
what's going to happen.
I defended him.
That's what's going to happen.
Wait a minute.
That's what's going to happen.
I defended
That's what's
him.
going to happen.
What are you guys? What's this? What's the Hills Brothers?
Am I right, Robin, or am I wrong?
I
You're
defended
absolutely
him.
I know.
When you
Bob
lost-
Morton came up to me. He says,
Bob Morton
he goes,
came up
2
to
years ago.
nobody.
He goes
Bob-
up to me. He goes, hey, Howard. Boy, that Pat Cooper, he says, you take guys, and all of a sudden, they're great guests. He goes, that Pat Cooper, you really got a nice thing going with him. I go, yeah, Bob, how long before you use it?
Yeah.
Same way with Richard Simmons. I said, how long before? You guys never would book Richard Simmons. I gave you an angle on him.
How come they don't call back now?
Why?
I've been on
Because
a year.
they don't.
Jay Leno, they want a tape. I said, send me your tapes. Yeah, why? I want to know what you do.
You're right. Now you hit it on the head. Tell Jay Leno to send you a tape.
I
You've
said
been in
to
the
his
business
people,
longer.
She says, can you send me a tape? I says, I won't send you a tape unless you send me your tape. She says, well, I ain't got a tape. I said, then get a tape.
You know why you're smart? You know why you're smart? You know why you're smart?
What is going on?
You know why you're smart? I'll tell you why you're smart.
That's 7 Mile why you're smart.
People call me and ask me for tapes. They used to do this all the time. They want a tape. I said, you know something? You're not going to get me in
You're
a
right.
10-minute
I don't do
tape.
it no more.
You're not going to understand me in a tape.
No, you need.
You got to be a
lifetime.
fan.
No, you need a lifetime.
Right.
No, there's no fans with you. It's lifetime. It's to the chair.
Right.
They want to go to the chair.
Right.
Those are your people. Those are not fans.
Right.
Those are people who are peculiar.
Right.
See, I got fans, 8, 9 here and there.
Yeah.
But your people will go to the rack field.
That's right.
You see.
And that's what you need. You
That's
can't
not-
sit and sell some Hollywood guy
I
and say,
agree with
explain what you
hey,
do.
no one's knocking your popularity.
Right.
No one's,
Well,
but
not
your
today.
popularity, you see, your popularity, it's hitting. You're on all marbles.
But you
All the
were mad
marbles are
about
going.
something.
I was mad.
You were mad about beyond that. There was something. You had a whole thing
There
about
was
it.
a
The man's got a shovel.
That you think I'm a big shot. You think
the
I'm
man's got a shovel. He's gonna dig me up. You're gonna dig. Will you stop?
Do you think I'm a you
What
think
is
I'm
your
you think
problem?
I become a big shot or something?
I don't want to be
That's
a big
right.
And I'm not. No, you think
You
I
think you
become a big
changed.
shot?
You are a big shot.
I'm not a big
you
shot.
Are. Yes, you
I'm
are.
as normal as you.
No,
You thought
are
that
normal
he
as
was
me.
I'm more
actually
normal than
not
you.
normal.
I am normal as you.
Let me tell you something about me.
Don't
I was
tell me
never
about
normal.
You
I was
started
never
screaming
normal.
about Joe
I
Piscopo coming to his house
What do you
and,
mean, Joe
and
Piscopo?
Chuck
What was
Norris
Joe
coming to his
Piscopo?
house.
He was mad that Chuck Norris came to my house.
Chuck Norris doesn't impress me with his wacka. What does a man? I mean, he goes wacka. Hey, oh, yeah. What is that?
No, I'm writing my book. I was writing my
That's the
book.
kind of people go over your house, wacka, and your father goes, "Why, my son knows Chuck Norris."
What is
Said,
it?
no, me. Said, don't ever.
What
do
is
that
it,
when I'm
Gary?
talking.
You know, I love Pat. I'm not trying to fuel the fire, but he's no, I'm really not. But Ganji was interviewing Pat for like a half an hour.
Right.
The guy with the camera.
Yeah, right.
And I heard Pat say something that I thought was really interesting. I think he's sort of bummed out about that. I never heard him talk about before.
Which is?
His lack of mention in your book.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
never said
He
that.
got so mad.
No, you didn't read. When you play the tape properly.
you said-
I said that Robin said that I was mad. She made it. So maybe it's mad you didn't mention him in the book. I said on the tape,
Okay,
play it.
I'm sorry.
I did not.
You know,
I
it's
didn't
funny.
care if you never mentioned me in the book. I didn't care if you never mentioned me. I never was looking for something.
I wrote about the book. I wrote my
Well,
book.
wait, ho.
I'm going to tell you something.
Wait a minute.
I said
on
I'm
the tape.
sorry.
What?
Yeah, but why do you come in here fighting?
Because I thought that's what you said.
Well, play the tape. I know what I said.
No,
See?
no, when I
There's
wrote my
your
book,
answer.
I'm going to tell
There's
you
your
something.
answer.
I'm going to tell you a
There's your
story.
answer.
I'm going to tell you a story.
There's your answer.
When I wrote my
There's your answer.
when I wrote my first book,
Yes.
this is the God's honest truth. May
it
God
was-
strike me
I know that.
dead if
told
I know
you
this.
already.
No,
wanna
you don't
mention
even
my
know.
family,
That's
but
right.
So you see, I got a mind.
I wrote a whole thing
You
about
could write
Pat
anything.
coming out.
Meanwhile, he don't want to put in a book.
I
They
took
put
it
on
out.
the radio.
So
I love
then-
this guy.
Oh,
Look at that
fuck.
hypocrisy.
No, you told me not to talk about your family. Hypocrisy. You told me not to write about your
Put it in
family.
the book. It's the truth. Who gives a damn? I did it on the radio What the hell is the difference? It was live. Why did you put them? No, you don't put in the book that you was in the black neighborhood. Who gives a shit you in the black neighborhood?
Wait a second. What's the matter with
What the
you?
hell's the matter? Who cares about you being in a neighborhood? There's all black people and you grow up with everybody black. Who cares about the black and the green and the blue? Put the thing that's interesting. So if my name was in there and you said Pat's mother and his sister and his uncle,
You know, I wrote-
pow, 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 pow.
Let me tell you something.
That's what you do.
That's outrageous.
Better call him.
That is outrageous.
What's
The fact that I grew up in a black neighborhood is interesting.
That is
Yeah, go ahead.
interesting.
No, but you think that's interesting?
Sold millions of books.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no, that didn't sell the books.
Yes, it did.
Nah,
Yes,
nah,
it did.
nah,
Well,
nah,
what's
Yes,
sold
it
the
did.
books.
Who
Yeah, it
knows
did.
what sold the book? What they sell?
I know people.
He's going to insult me.
I
He's
know
going to insult me.
people-
Go ahead and insult me. Go
I know
ahead.
people who bought the book haven't read it yet.
Yeah, that's a lie.
You know why? They want to be on the in. That's the in.
boy.
We're in, baby. We're in.
Oh, that's an insult.
We're at the
Now, there's an
We're
insult.
in.
There's an
We're
insult.
in.
There's an insult.
There you go.
We're in.
There's a-
We're in.
That's an insult. That's an insult.
Oh, fuck you, it's so good.
Oh my
You
God.
gotta tell the truth. You're in. You just got me doing it now.
Be quiet, guys. Pat can handle this himself.
Let me explain something to you.
Right.
When you,
You
tell,
used to
when,
make
when, when you
sense,
can
Pat.
play a man and his family on radio, and then you say, I don't want to hurt him, it's in the book. What is the difference? You keep pumping that show anyway.
So I'm writing my book, my second book, my follow-up.
All right, don't do it.
And I write about Pat Cooper. I'm writing about all the guests on the show.
Yeah.
I said, you know, here I'm evaluating guests on a scale of 1 to 10. I give this guy a 10. He's one of the best guests, right? I give this guy a 10. He won't appreciate it. He'll say,
was the other
tell
10.
me he loves Imus. All right. Anyway, so okay, Charles Grodin.
He's not the only one.
Is a zero. A big zero. He shouldn't even have a show. They should give you a show, not Charles Grodin.
They're not going to give me a show because let me explain something.
Don't tell him. Don't kiss Charles Grodin's ass.
I never did
You're
his show.
crazy if you think
I
his
never
show is
did
good.
his show. I was just saying, hey, I like a lot of things on TV that maybe you don't like.
He wouldn't have you on the show because you know why?
I don't care if he has
Because you
me
got
on the
more
show.
hair than him.
Well, what are you going to do?
Anybody with hair, he's angry
How
at.
do I care? I got more hair than me. See, that's everything.
He's jealous. If you had a
That guy's
toupee, you'd
so
be on.
bad. Hey, Burt Reynolds went bald. He's going to become a big star. What are you
Right.
talking about?
Right.
All right, Pat, you say you're so honest.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Here we go. She comes out of the depths.
She walks out of the scene.
Oh, Pat can handle it. Go ahead.
No, I really want to know because he's lying. He's lying when he says he doesn't think that you are changed.
He thinks I changed.
Oh yeah, that's what he was.
But I
screaming
didn't.
About.
Wait, wait, you said I think he changed?
Yeah.
No.
Pat, I didn't change.
The man never changed. I changed.
Well, how did you
I
change?
changed. I changed because of him.
You did?
Understand me?
Oh,
No.
I changed because
If
I
he
will
didn't
never.
change, why did you change?
I'm going to explain.
Why should you have to change? I
Your
shouldn't
Honor,
force you
Your
to
Honor,
change.
Your Honor, it's the horse. You see, it knocks your brains off. Up and
I
down,
haven't
up and down,
changed.
up and down, up and down.
I'm the guy who believed in you.
Yeah, I said to you, I changed, and I'm going to explain to you why in a few seconds.
Go ahead.
Because I became a better man when I blew my sack on this show because it'll never happen again.
Really?
Because I learned that it doesn't serve anyone any purpose.
Of course not. It was
Will you
infantile.
stop interrupting my
All right,
niceness?
sorry. Go ahead. Go
I got a
ahead.
little niceness.
It was
5 cents worth of
ridiculous.
niceness,
You don't break
and
up
you
a
turn around and bust
relationship.
but I'm bringing a point out. I admitted that, and I'll say it till I drop. I will live to regret that day that I blew my stack. And I know it. If I ran, say, God forbid, for something, they would throw that tape. And
All right, you lost it. Whatever the
But I
reason.
deserved it.
Right.
I'm not saying no. But when your father says, keep him off the show,
Yes.
then that's war. That's war.
Right.
That's war.
Right.
Because your father wouldn't say that. Your father
He said it.
Oh, yeah. Do me a favor,
Ask him.
will you, please.
Get my father on the phone,
But
Gary.
weren't you
He did.
at
He
that
said it. He was
point-
hurt by you.
All right.
In
Your
that
father hurt by me by what?
Excuse
Because
me,
he didn't like
Pat,
his son.
can't you
Then what kind of a
understand?
father you have if your father can't handle it? That somebody told his son the truth.
He felt
Now, that
it-
be your
no,
father.
he doesn't feel you
Wait a
told me
minute,
the
whether
truth.
it was the truth or not is in question
Why
because
is she
basically
talking when I'm talking to him?
What?
I don't know who to listen
What?
to first. You see, that's why they confuse you. See, she turns around, she's showing you mirrors. You see 7 Pat Coopers, and he comes in and bops you.
My father was hurt. My father was hurt by
What
you.
you were saying about his son was really horrible.
When you still tossing, she don't stop.
He says, you were nice to Pat. He
This is
goes,
soldiers
you were a
fighting.
gentleman
You
to
were a
Pat.
gentleman to Pat. And
My father
moving
said I was a
around,
gentleman. I was a
and he
gentleman.
trying to
Your
crush
father
you.
never called you a gentleman since I
No,
can remember.
he did. My
How many
father
arguments you
said.
have with your father?
My father said I was a gentleman
No,
to
your
you.
father should have told you if he's your father.
Yeah.
He's trying to keep you out of the fire. Don't be stupid, Howard. The man is
come
your
on.
friend.
He
you
knows.
can't do this forever.
My father
And
said you
don't
were
tell me
crazy.
you
He
never
said you were
promised.
crazy. He said you were crazy.
That's a lawsuit. Get my
He
lawsuit.
said you were crazy. You have to sue my
It's a
father.
lawsuit.
He said
I got
you
a
were
lawsuit.
crazy.
No, I
Is Johnny Cochran available?
That's
Is
right.
Johnny Cochran available?
There's no lawsuit if his judges listen to the show.
Right. Where is my
The
father?
line's busy.
It is. He's hiding.
You know why it's busy?
Why?
Because he's got his lawyer.
Right. No, my father said, listen, Pat went off the deep end on this one. He felt you did.
I agree with you.
All right.
I'm agreeing. If your father said that, I said to you, I learned something by doing that. I said I will never, and I'm not lying to you. I went on to 37th Street. I walked from here, and they had this medical thing.
Yes.
I mean, I was livid.
And they hooked you up?
No, I said, how high is my blood pressure? The guy's looking. He goes, you're 28 over 39 or 75. He said, normal. I said, I'm normal. I said, I just blew my stack. He said, you should always blow your stack. I was going to come back here again.
All right, listen. Let's forget this already. We've been
I've
over
been
it.
trying to forget it for 20 minutes.
No,
You keep
no.
pumping, and then Mary Happiness, she jumps in.
Right. All right, listen, Pat. This is what we're going to do.
All right, what are we going to do?
All right, we're going to take a commercial break.
Oh, now after all this, after I blew my
Yeah,
what?
we're going to take a commercial break.
It's 9 or 10 after
Just
9.
going to mellow out. You want to do some news with us?
I'll
We'd
do
be
whatever you
happy to have you here.
You said that an hour ago.
We'll try to work it back like to the
You
old
don't have
magic.
to listen.
How are you
Let's see if the
feeling,
magic.
Howard? How
what?
are you feeling about this reunion?
Listen, I love Pat. Excuse me.
I'm talking to Howard now.
I love you. Know, I maintain through this whole thing. I maintain through this whole thing that I love Pat.
Yeah.
Now forget about.
Over here,
No, listen to me. Listen to me. As far as this show goes, this show comes first in my life. Okay.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. This is my
I
livelihood.
agree with you. I respect that. What do you make the speeches?
I'm not. She asked me a question. Can I answer it?
She asked you know what she said. Would you rehearse this last
No.
night?
She asked me how I'm feeling, and I'll tell you how I'm feeling.
All right, let me hear.
My feeling on Pat Cooper has always been the same.
Okay.
That I feel he's a terrific guest. That's why I always extend the show to him and say, Pat, anytime you got some time, would you please
And I
come
never
in?
denied it.
No, absolutely not. And the thing is that I feel very positive about Pat's appearances. Now, I know one thing when you mess with Pat Cooper. When you take him and you throw situations at him, it could end up blowing up in your face.
That's not true.
No.
It ain't
could.
gonna happen
No.
again.
No,
I
listen.
told you
Listen.
that.
No, it could.
I'm
I'll
on
bring
record
those.
now. You'll never get me that high.
I'll bring those 3 people in right now. I
If
can
you
get
do,
you
I
right
will
up there.
commit suicide
Right.
in the
All right.
studio.
Okay. Now listen.
Oh boy.
Pat did precisely what Pat does, which makes him a great guest.
Yes.
He blew up. You never know what Pat.
That wasn't blowing up. That was
And this is
stupid.
what I wrote about you last night. I said Pat could get mad at Lola Falana. He could get mad at Joan Rivers. He could get mad at me. That if you're going to have Pat on, you got to have him on under that premise.
Yeah, I got to tell you one thing. The other, a couple of nights ago,
That's why I like him.
I ran into Freddie Roman.
Yeah.
What did he say?
And Freddie Roman was, I mean, people have been asking me this since Pat went off in the studio that day like
Right,
that.
right.
Was like, what is with this Pat Cooper?
Right. Oh, he wants to know,
What
huh?
is with
Freddie
Pat
Roman?
Cooper? Yes, he says.
Okay. You tell Freddie Roman, number one.
Right, he's got an answer for
Number
him.
one, Freddie Roman is a schmoozer.
Right.
Now, okay? Freddie Roman is for Freddie Roman. Freddie Roman has not contributed an ounce of anything to anybody. Freddie Roman is a taker. He takes and he keeps taking. He gives nothing to nobody. Freddie Roman is the dean of the Friars. Freddie Roman belongs to a clique of people in the Friars who are selfish. They worry about themselves.
Right.
Freddie Roman did not come to the park last Saturday afternoon. I went to the park and I hated to go, but I went. But Freddie only goes when they're honoring Sinatra or Barbara Sinatra or the vice president.
Why were you
He
there?
goes there. I was there because there were kids there in the afternoon, and they asked me to go, and I went. And I said, where's Freddie? The dean will be here any minute. Freddie is out playing golf. That's not important enough for Freddie Roman. And let me tell Mr. Freddie Roman something.
Please.
Pat Cooper's a naturally talented man. I don't have to schmooze to get jobs. Next case, and get a neck.
Right. So here's the point. Here's the point.
Your dad's on the line.
Oh, is he good? All right. Now, Gee, please, to Pat Cooper water. Hi, Dad.
Deja vu.
Right.
Deja vu.
I feel like you guys left off just where you left off the last time.
How are you, Mr. Stein?
Fine, I'm so happy to talk to you.
Mr. Stein, let me hear that you hate my guts.
He didn't say he hated
I
you
didn't
guys.
say he said that.
He
What is
doesn't hate
your
you.
problem?
My father felt you were off the wall.
All right. I didn't say no.
All right.
But that wasn't the exact word you said.
You said
Crazy.
never to cut him loose.
You said
My father
That's
said
right.
cut him loose. He
Did
said
you
forget
say
about
that,
him.
Mr. Stein?
No, what I felt.
Dad, did you say? He did. The man's senile. He did.
Pat's dancing.
Wait a second. What are you saying, Dad? Tell him.
Well, I felt you guys were soulmates.
We are soulmates.
And I was upset that you had this little run-in.
Okay.
And I felt you overreacted.
I did. I agree with you,
Right.
Mr. Stein.
He said cut him loose.
Mr. Stein,
Yes.
I agree with you, but I know, and not knowing you too intimately, I know enough about your class from hearing you on the show that sometimes you criticize your son because he draws over the line. And many times I know as a father,
I wasn't over
you
the
must
line.
have said to him, maybe not my case, you must
Come
have said
on,
to him,
you're in show
you
business.
must have said, Howard, don't
By the way,
get too crazy.
When you two guys get together, you both go over the line.
Right. So there you go.
And-
Thank you. So in other words, you didn't say cut me off.
All right, listen. They have asked me a question.
Look how fast he
They
runs
asked me.
Look how fast he runs away from me.
No, my father
Can
just
you
told you.
believe this?
He thought you went over the line, and
Your
I
father said we both went over the line.
I talked to
You're in
him
the
about
same
it.
mud pack with
Well,
me.
No,
did he say that Pat Cooper was crazy?
Yes, he did say he was crazy.
No.
He said he went over the
Your
line.
father never said I was crazy because your father would never use that word. Your
sure
he
father-
would.
He says you're nuts.
He's a gentleman on the air.
Well, what? Oh no! Now you're copping out that he did. No, you know what's gonna happen next? You know what's gonna happen next?
Yeah.
That's not his father.
What I felt was a lot of Howard's listeners like to pull his chain.
Right.
And there's a lot of times they say things that he personally did not hear or was part of. So I felt a lot of times you cannot react to something someone else says. If they say it to you directly, then you can react because you know it happened. They call him up on the phone, they tell him this guy said this guy said, and I love to see him take off on it.
That's right.
So my feeling was he didn't hear it, he didn't know, and period.
Oh, come on. You don't know what you're talking about. All right.
Mr. Stein,
Right.
you're a classy man.
All right. Thank you, Dad.
Go back to playing jacks.
Yeah, go back to Jacks.
Howard,
But
I bet you're sorry you called.
I am. I don't know what you're talking about. You got the wisdom of Solomon and the hair of Burt Reynolds. Thank you. That's my father. It really helped me out. Thank you, Dad. Let me tell you something. You asked me how I feel about the return of Pat Cooper.
Okay.
All right. Here's my feeling.
Wait, why don't I look at a commercial?
No, I'm going to go right now. Here's the point, Pat. When I have you as a guest, you're good because you're unpredictable.
Yeah.
And if that means flying off the handle and running out of here, that's good radio for me. I like it. And it's good for you because people enjoy hearing you. So my point of view is, as I maintained all along, that Pat was always welcome back on the show, and I'm glad to have Pat back on the show.
I just meant on a personal level. How are you?
On a personal level, I'm very happy to have Pat back on the show. I felt that Pat was a nice guy.
See, you're still talking show.
Oh, as a friend?
I mean,
I'm happy to have Pat here.
A
It was just
warm
2-second lull.
feeling.
I'm happy
Friends
to
are
have...
friends, Robin.
I don't think
Not
so.
part-time. When you turn around and said, I told somebody to call you, that's not a friend. That's part-time.
Here
That's
we go
garbage.
again.
I don't tell my
Here we
people to
go
tell your
again.
people to tell his people. I tell you right to your face. You are got to turn around, pick up a phone and say, hiya, Pat.
but Pat-
I'm Robin Quivers. I don't want to hear from Joe and Nick and Sal.
Listen, we all miss Pat except
Start
Fred.
with me, Robin.
Fred was the
And
only...
I read your book. Don't do it again.
Don't do it again. Fred was the only one that didn't miss Pat.
Freddie, I'm going to talk about Freddie.
You know
Freddie,
Fred?
I accept Freddie. You know why?
Why?
Freddie is always
'Cause he doesn't do anything.
No, Freddie's always been Freddie.
Yeah.
Freddie turns around, he raises a thing, he raises that, a noise comes in, and Freddie don't call nobody. Freddie's that Freddie.
Right.
I forgive
Oh,
Freddie.
Fred, you forgive.
Jackie, I forgive because Jackie's selling.
Yeah.
He's got to stand here. He's got to stand at the feast. He's got to stand there. I respect that. Jackie's got to make a living.
Right.
His wife likes that kind of living style. He's got to keep up to it, and I respect that. Am I right? Yes. You're a seller.
Oh, him you like.
I
That's
follow
the guy
him.
who stabbed you right in the back.
I follow him in
Hall.
every club, and I said, that guy comes in here with a
No,
shopping
I'm happy to have Pat back on the show.
Yes, I still
On a
feel
personal
that
level-
secretly down deep, you were very hurt by Pat.
He
Yeah,
was.
I
I
was.
was hurt too. What about my deepness? What about my deepness?
I don't know you.
What about my
I'm
deepness?
sitting here with him.
Oh, because you know why? Look, I got news for you. If you was working for me, he's out of the picture.
All right, very good. All right, listen, Pat, let's
News,
take a
news,
break.
news.
Let's take a break. We'll do
I
the
still
news.
don't understand who I
commercials
normally
in his face.
called that I was dissing Pat when I didn't call
Pat
him.
doesn't understand. So we don't call anybody.
That's right.
The show.
Oh, but I gotta call you.
If we don't have those relations, you don't have to call me.
I gotta call you. Oh,
It's business.
I see, baby. I gotta call
But
you.
how would I book the show? I know you now 100 years, and I say to you, Pat, call whenever you want to come on. How much nicer can you be?
What about my humility?
What?
What about somebody say, Pat?
I tell you what,
are you
Pat.
doing next Thursday? Would you like to come on? Well, say, gee, they thought about me. No, I gotta
In
think
your
about it.
business,
They
About
think
you all
about
the
me.
time.
no, in
That's
your
called
business,
character.
listen to me,
Jackie, open
listen to
the
me.
door. How do we know when you're
In
in
your-
town? I'm
yeah.
not talking to you.
In your business, Pat, you have certain dates that you work around.
Yeah.
It's better for you to come on here when you're on in Vegas or something like
You're
that.
right, absolutely. You know what I'm doing from now on?
What?
I'm going to stay in limbo.
Good.
And when you decide,
Okay.
you call. Say,
Okay.
Pat, what
You
do
wanna
want?
work it that way?
I'm in limbo. Like I said, no, I
boy.
call up Gary. I got a couple of. I don't come here.
Here's the way it should have
I
worked.
don't come here to plug anything.
No, here's the way it should have
Although I'm
worked.
going to plug somebody. I mean, if I got to work this hard.
Right. If he listen, you know what
What
I'm
do you wear
talking
those
about.
glasses for? It's like talking to a
I
monk.
look a lot better this way.
jeez.
If I'm not as handsome as you.
Yeah,
if
no,
I
nobody understands.
listen,
Forget my
no,
handsome.
you're a good-looking man.
I'm fair. In certain areas.
If you know the truth,
Yeah.
if you really think about it, guys, all the comics that I have on this show, guys who are comedians,
Yeah.
they work certain dates.
Yeah.
So I always say to them, if they're killer performers like Pat or some of these other guys, I say to them, listen, if you got a date or something, come in around your date. Because if I call you and you don't have a date, then all of a sudden you want to come on the following week. You've already, you blow your load. You've already been on.
Don't want to miss
appreciate
book.
So I say to Pat, listen, you have certain bookings around, so you could say to these guys, hey, I'm going to go on Stern, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So that's why I leave it
I
open to
agree
you.
with you. I agree
That's
with
it.
you.
Oh,
Okay.
all right. If
All
you
right.
think that's insulting,
What
you,
about a come on?
I'm
And by the way,
right.
I went to back. Snapple thing turned around against you.
Did you?
Well, that's Wendy Kaufman. I went nuts. I said, how could they do this to this guy?
Well, thank
He
you.
was in a room
unfair.
by himself.
I
but
said,
he
that's
was
unfair. He made
But thank-
that soda.
Thank
whatever
you.
call
Well,
it.
they'll do.
By the way-
They'll
by
get
the way-
theirs.
by
Did
the
you
way,
see the
she's-
sales are down
Well, no, they
in the
weren't.
toilet?
They just sent me. You believe she sent me 5 cases of soda?
Yeah, well, that's. I tell you, they
I
can't
hope
sell it.
it's
They
poured
send.
out.
I didn't want.
They send it for free now.
I mean, that was very nice of
That's all
them.
right. I got something planned for them.
Tank nobody. Man, don't make it tank nobody. The man is a tankless tanky. You got to tank once in a while.
In 2 months,
Wendy
they'll get
Kaufman, I
theirs.
thank you for the 5 cases of the snap.
Wendy, in 2 months, you'll see what I'm
Do
going
it
to be
on the
doing.
Imus show.
Right, do it there. All right, listen to me.
Commercial.
Let me take a break.
This is the worst water I've ever drank.
This is going to be one uncomfortable commercial break.
Well, oh, yeah, and you're telling me you're lying. I love Pat. I'm happy he's here.
I am happy Pat's here. I'm not
you're
lying.
hurt. You're deep down hurt.
No, I'm not.
He's got to be hurt.
Yes,
He's human.
you are hurt.
Because
Let me tell you
Deeply
something.
hurt.
I'm beyond hurt.
Oh,
Listen to
he
me.
walks on water now. Look out.
Listen to this. Look, don't matter. You know what? You want to know something? Everything to me is the show. We have a
There's a
relationship on the
human
show.
being in there, and you hurt him.
I don't
Pat.
bother you outside the show.
No, I don't bother
ever hear me
you.
outside your house?
Do I bother you?
No.
Of course not. I wouldn't bother you.
That's why you got to say, here's a guy.
You have
I don't
Jerry
go-
Lewis over
I
your
don't-
house. Do you invite me?
come at
I don't
Chuck
go over your
Norris,
house.
Chuck Norris.
You have Jerry Lewis over your show. You don't invite me.
Jerry Lewis came over because he lives right
Come on.
by me.
Well, okay.
You live by me.
You don't have me, though.
Oh, you got to move to Pat's neighborhood.
Oh, I got to move to Pat's
Yeah.
neighborhood to get an invite.
You're liable to get
All right,
surprised to
all
see
right.
my home.
Really?
You're liable to get surprised, pal. I may look like a croolie, but I got furniture.
I bet you do. All right. Listen, you got to calm down.
I am calm.
All right. We're going to take a break. Robin, we're going to take a break.
Commercials.
Yes.
And then after the break, we
I'm
will
going
do
to
the
call
news.
Pat. I'm going to go out to the green room and call Pat.
You won't take a call.
Probably not. I probably won't be home.
You know, one day we're just going to read in the paper that your brains blew apart.
Probably.
But you just keeled over.
Probably. And
You're
I mean,
almost as bad as I am.
I am not proud of the way I lose my temper. It's terrible. I've been doing that since I'm a kid.
No, I do the same thing, but I'm working on it.
Well, no. You're making a living on it. I'm having a nervous breakdown.
You're doing it quietly.
Well, I had one time I was calm on the show. I was getting minor laughs. They said, Pat, what happened to you? And aren't you happy?
No.
If I don't yell, my wife goes, what happened? You don't feel good?
It's true.
Get up in the morning, I go, good morning.
Do you yell at your wife?
I yell at everybody.
Because I know she was more nervous about this than anybody.
Well, because my wife is not the biggest fan of your show.
I know.
And,
I know.
and you know why?
And,
let me tell you why.
let me
Let me
say
tell you why.
something.
Yes.
Because she felt that you abused her husband, which is understandable.
It was
okay.
comfortable for us calling his home,
Having his wife.
having his
Who's
wife
us?
answer the phone.
Who's us?
I
had Gary
make the calls
Dell'Abate
with
call
Gary.
me. Not us. Not us. Gary Dell'Abate called me. Not us. All of a sudden now she wants a piece of the pizza that she didn't pay for. I love
Who do
this
you
girl.
think tells
I
him
love
to
this
make the
girl.
call?
Get on a horse.
Who do you think
Get on a
tells
horse.
him to
Stop busting my
make the call?
galoots.
All right,
Who do you
listen.
think tells him to make the call?
Let's
Oh,
take a
now you're
break.
the boss of the calls. Look what she does for a living.
Let's take a break.
But we got you with your father.
No, you didn't.
Father, I love your father.
My
Your
father's a
my
pussy.
idol now.
My father's a lying pussy.
No, your father's a classy man.
Ah,
All I know.
Are you going to do the commercial?
My father I'm never
I
talking
have
to
one
again.
final thing to say. I run the birthday show, Pat. And that's what we were calling about. So if Gary Dell'Abate is calling you,
Dell'Abate. Yes. All right, enough.
he is getting that order from me.
What?
You didn't call me no birthday. Call me. You want to know if I wanted to be a part of your giving away. Whatever.
All right. Forget
it was
it.
the
Forget
birthday
it.
Have you now? Why do you
Oh,
switch
it's
things? You
the
make a great
birthday
lawyer.
show we were
You and
talking
Johnny
about.
Cochran should get together.
All right, look. I got to take a break. This is crazy. I got to take a
No,
break.
you didn't take a break yet.
You're killing me.
Absolutely
I'm
right.
not killing nobody. I'm
All right.
only here to survive.
You think anyone wants to take a break and be alone with you?
That's why I asked him how he felt.
That's right.
She coming in here?
All right. Let's take a break.
Very good.
Let's see if cooler heads can prevail. All right. Right after these words.
Is the show over?
Yep. Well, oh no, Robin's right here.
Robin, take care. Say goodbye.
I just wanted to say,
All right,
it was
okay.
good to have you back.
Thank you. And I didn't say the N-word.
Oh, please, get out of here.
I didn't say the N-word. Crazy Johnson, he said the N-word. I didn't say. Everybody takes me literally.
You
Yeah, the
know,
elevator.
Pat,
I got the elevator.
You're the most misunderstood man on earth.